up, What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's anime nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Ballroom Youkoso, aka Welcome to the Ballroom, Season 1, Episode 10, titled Voltage. So, I really like where this episode started off. So, if you're following along in the manga, it starts off chapter 12 of the manga, page... well, technically it's the top panel of page 22, but then it just jumps back to page 21. I like that we got to find out how GAJU, we got into how GAJU and Mako got into dancing first, and then it's really, this is done really well. There is a couple of problems I'm having though. So, first of all, GAJU is just freaking adorable. Like, am I the only one that wants to, like, hold and, like, protect GAJU? He's just adorable! In the manga and in the anime, he is freaking cute. But, Mako, I don't know what is with this anime and hair. But freaking A, like, you guys keep doing, first it's GAJU's hair as an adult, making him look like he has a mullet, but freaking A, you're giving Kid Mako waves that she doesn't have. Because if you look at the manga, she has like straight hair. Also, another thing that's bothering me is this, like how this line was written in the anime. It was just terrible. Which was, it wasn't even GAJU. It was his friend saying like, "Yo, GAJU, your sister's, look over there. Your sister's here." No. Usually I don't bitch about wording, but I have to because in the manga it says here, "Yo, GAJU, do something about that. Your sister is here." Like, come on, man. But wow. It's all here. The dance lessons are here. Like, this flashback is really nice. And it's so cute. I have to say, like, they are so freaking cute. Kid, Mako, and GAJU are goddamn adorable. And then, fucking, GAJU has a temper tantrum. It's just freaking hilarious. He said, but there's one thing, like, writing-wise, that it kind of bothered me. So, after, he said, anybody who likes this is an idiot. He's supposed to say, or think an idiot, but instead he says but. Or he thinks but. And I'm like, what? No! This is wrong. This is wrong. And also, no, don't cling on to me, was skipped. And then we jump to a few years later, and we get to see Kiyohara. This is so cute. Kiyohara is so cute. Oh my god, Kiyohara is so cute. I love you nerdigans know I love Kiyohara. But let me just I need to double check something real quick. Hold on. This part was skipped was when GAJU was thinking, Hanoka Shizuku, cute, I want to marry her. Akagi Shizuku. That part was skipped. Why? Why did you skip this? Why did you not have this anime? Like, you're doing so well. I don't understand. Like, normally I wouldn't. Well, yeah, usually I'm pretty pissed when any content is skipped, but like this part in particular, I don't understand why this was skipped. This is kind of important because it explains why he's in love with Shizuku. Oh, fucking A, anime, that was stupid. So now we're getting to the actual dancing of Shizuku and GAJU, which is, if you're following along in the manga, is page, hold on, I have it in front of me, is page 13 of chapter 12. And I really like how they did this transition. I thought this was really well done. I'm just interested how they're gonna do, like, because the thing is that's gonna be interesting is how they're gonna do some of the dialogue with Mako and and Tadara, because that was, if you have the manga in front of you, that was what led to the flashback of how they got into dancing. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's see how they do this. And also, I've been waiting all week to see this. I can't wait to see Shizuku and GAJU dance. This is gonna be awesome. Oh my god, are we gonna wait a minute? Hold on a second. Are we really not gonna are we gonna really skip all that content? Hold on a second. I have to double check something here, because I'm looking at the manga here and I'm thinking, I thought we were jumping back to page 12, but I guess we briefly did, and we are on page 29. Oh my god, I really hope we're not going to skip all that content that happens between, or not page 12, page 13 of chapter 12. I hope we're not going to skip, like, all the Tadara, Sengoku, and Mako content. Oh my god, if we do, I'm going to be pissed. Wow, we're really going to skip all the Sengoku, Tadara, and... Wow! We're really going to skip all this content! Oh my god! Wow, okay. Like, part of me understands why they're doing it, and it kind of makes sense why they're skipping the content. I still can't believe they're doing it. Wow. But Tadara, like, something that's bothering me, because if you aren't looking in the manga, Tadara is supposed to be exhausted. Let me just double check something here. Yeah, Tadara is supposed to be sitting down. He's supposed to be sweating his ass off. Like, this is what happens when you're skipping content. Because if you would have covered some of the content from pages 14 through 20, you would have seen Tadara sitting on the floor because he's resting, because he's goddamn exhausted. And he's supposed to be sweating his ass off. Where's the sweat? Where's the towel in his hand? Hold on, let me make sure the towel's in his hand like it's supposed to be. Also, when he was, imagining Tadara, think about Tadara and Mako dancing, where was the sweat on their faces? Animation, what the hell is wrong with you? My god! This part was skipped. It's Mako. I've no doubt she can't keep up, but alas, she can't reach me. This part was skipped. Also, in this scene, he was supposed to, like, have a flash. Like, if you're looking on page, 36 of chapter 12, he has, like, a brief flash of, like, you know how, your life flashes before your eyes kind of thing? That's what he was supposed to have here, and that didn't happen either. And it goes on with, you have that hurry up and answer to GAJU so he says that to Mako. And then that's when his footwork is supposed to go off. What? There's no space to move was skipped. But, okay, first I have to comment on this because this is, and I'm going to comment, first of all, I love Haido. I love Haido. Haido is just freaking perfect. He's just like, what kind of leader blocks his partner's path, idiot? He's so perfect. Haido is so perfect. But the one thing the line is perfect, but the facial expression is wrong, anime. What the hell? Okay, so if you're looking at the 8-minute 30-second mark, when Haido is delivering the line, he has like this brooding, like pissed off expression on his face, and like his eyes, it's like dark in his eyes. If you look at it's so different compared to the manga. Like, if you look at the manga, he doesn't look all pissed off. He has like a hint of a smile going on, and you can see it in his eyes too. And his eyes are open a little bit wider. What the hell is going week anime. Also, yes, the anime does not have Tadara sitting down, because remember, Tadara is fucking exhausted. He is dying. He's not, I don't understand what the hell, and this is what happens when you skip content. This is what happens when you skip pages 14 through 20. Tadara is supposed to be sweating balls. He's supposed to be sitting on his ass, and he's also thinking about like shit and he's also thinking about a strategy for like how he's gonna be able to handle the rest of the competition. And fuck, even someone who says like what the hell are you doing? Even though there's no judge, you're sitting down. That's a faux pas, dude. And he has a towel in his hand, and that's not even there. Like, what? Like, if you look, for example, if you look on page 39 of chapter 12, you will see, or fuck, you could go look at page 14 and see it. And see that Tadara is sitting down with his knees up, and he has a towel in his he has towels in his hand. He has a towel in his hands. And also, like, he's not in this particular panel, but wait. Yeah, he's still sweating balls. Where's the sweat? I'm really disappointed. So far, I'm extremely disappointed, anime. I really am. I'm getting really, not just disappointed, I'm getting really pissed. Like, I don't understand what the hell happened. This is getting, like, I don't understand what the hell you're doing. This doesn't make sense. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this. You could have skipped the pages 14 through 20, okay? But you still should have Tadara sitting down and sweating with the towel in his hands. If you would have done at least that, then I would have given you a pass. But shit! I don't know what is going on this week. Oh my god, I'm really disappointed with I don't know who decided to do this, but shit. This has got to be on the studio. Like, I don't know. This is just freaking retarded. I don't understand this. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand why the content was skipped, because it was, the flow of the episode. The content was going with the flow of the episode. But at the same time, if you would have done it in the way the manga had it, the order of events that the manga had it, it would have made more sense to go that route, because especially where you left off last week in the anime. I'm so disappointed, and I'm so angry with this episode right now. This is just retarded. I can't believe all this content is getting skipped. Not only content getting skipped, but all these, like, little animation, like, little details getting skipped, like Tadara sitting down and sweating balls because he's exhausted, and not having not having the towel in his hands, and like freaking the expression on Haido's face is just awful. It's terrible. That's not Haido's expression at all. Why the hell isn't Tadara sitting down? Where's the towel? So now we're going into chapter 15 chapter 13, and I understand, like, hold on, let me just make sure I'm right on this. So I'm kind of disappointed, because this part could have been the first portion of chapter 13, the first page, could have been inserted when we were at when GAJU mentioned that his timing was off, which was the steps aren't matching up, our timings are different, I can't correct it. Let's see. And also, by the way, the title of today's episode is actually the same title as chapter 13. But I gotta talk about chapter 12 as a whole, the rest of chapter 12's adaptation, before I continue with this. The flashback was really, really good. I loved the flashback. It was perfect. I did not like that we skipped content. I I understand. At the same time, I understand why we skipped the content because of where the episode started. But there was just little things like, as I've been saying, Tadara not in the anime, Tadara not sweating and not holding the towel, the Haido's facial expression, and even when GAJU was thinking about Tadara dancing with Mako, there was no sweat on Tadara's face, and if you looked in the manga, there was. So, like, little details like that really ruin it for me. I would say that so far, this is probably one of the worst chapter manga to anime adaptations of that Ballroom Youkoso has done. And that's really a shame, because this anime has done a really good job so far. So I don't understand what happened. And also, we skipped a good chunk of content, like, especially, I don't understand why we didn't get all that content from about, like, you know, Tadara, and you didn't even, and also the animation of, I almost forgot, of young 4-year-old Mako's hair. Yeah, you didn't know she was 4 because it wasn't mentioned. You know why? Because it was in that content that was skipped in pages 14 through 20. And 4-year-old Mako's hair in the anime was waved when it was supposed to be, like, straight, and that bothered me too. Anyway, let's get to the let's continue on with chapter 13's adaptation. Hopefully this is better. Oh, before I forget, also the inner monologue, or the inner reflection that was going on with GAJU during the dance was not done. It was okay. It wasn't perfect. It could have been done a little bit better. I wish it would have been done like a flash of, like, everything that he and Mako have been through. I wish that, like, in the manga, I wish that would have been there. But so we're skipping inner monologues now, eh? So this part was skipped, and this is on page 3 of chapter 13 of the manga. Terrible. Even with the perfect partner, I couldn't concentrate on dancing. For GAJU-san to break down in the finals, nobody knows what will happen during a competition. I fucking love Sengoku. So lame. I love Sengoku-san. This part was skipped. Where do you think we are? What kind of play is this? None of your fucking business. Please leave me alone. Like, come on. And then GAJU punching himself in the face. Wow. Yes, for those that are curious, GAJU really punched himself in the face. He is fucking crazy. GAJU is crazy. We may have failed at waltz, was skipped. Okay. Why isn't Tadara sitting down? You wonder why I'm asking this question? If you look at chapter 13, page 8 at the bottom panel, Tadara is sitting down. He is not sitting down at the 10-minute 26 mark when he's supposed 10-minute 26 second mark when he's supposed to. Like, little details like this just piss me off. I don't understand this. Like, come on! Isn't that hard to draw a character, animate a character sitting down? I have to ask. Oh my god, I've never seen an anime do this. Like, Jesus Christ. So, when Sengoku is giving them the pet talk, they're supposed to be crouching down. They're not even supposed to be standing up. So, I don't understand why the anime is doing this. I know you guys are probably like, why am I being so anal about this? But it's supposed to be a manga to anime adaptation. I wanted to match the manga panel for panel, frame for frame. Like, and that includes positioning, okay? This was completely skipped. That solo waltz was pretty interesting. That's right. This will be the last time I dance with Mako-chan. Win and it's over. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, I take that back. The last dance with Mako-chan stuff wasn't skipped. They just put it in the wrong spot. I hate when anime does this. Oh, right next to me, and he has his mojo back, was skipped. Respect the Dance was also skipped too. That soft look that Kiyohara had at, like, right before the break, that was especially in the eyes in particular, that was the look I was looking for when he gave that line about GAJU, about him being an idiot. But, like, especially with, like, a hint of a smile. Like, where was that, anime? Like, Jesus Christ! So, there are some comments from the peanut gallery that are skipped. Or, for now, are skipped. Because I don't know with this anime. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer to see if they are truly skipped. But I got a comment about my boy Kiyohara. Because if you look on page 22 of chapter 13, you see he has like this really sweet look on his face. And he looks so innocent. He has like a hint of a smile. Like he looks so, he doesn't look so dark and brooding. But you look at him at the 12-minute 36-second mark, he looks pissed the fuck off. What are you doing? Like, where was that happy face? That innocent look with the hint of happiness you guys did just a minute ago. Anime, I don't understand. I really don't get it. Like, the animation has just been terrible. Like, when it comes to Kiyohara's facial expressions, it has just been terrible. I don't understand. I'm just so sad. I'm really, really angry because Kiyohara's my favorite character. And for the majority of the season, you guys have been nailing Kiyohara animation-wise. And now you're just, like, screwing it up and making him look like a dark, brooding asshole. And right now, he's not a dark, brooding asshole. And it's just really annoying the hell out of me. I can't stand it. This video is long enough as it is. So that's why I'm not mentioning a lot of, that's why I'm not reading a lot of the, reading the stuff, like, the huge chunks of content that are being skipped. I'll read the small stuff, but I'm not going to read the huge chunks, because otherwise this video is going to get a lot longer than it needs to be. But geez, like, God, anime, I don't know what you're doing. This is just, it's killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. What is with that look? Are you bored of my dance? That was skipped. God, what is with you making Kiyohara look like a brooding asshole? Like, I can't stand it. Like, jeez, it's killing me. Like, this is terrible. Anime, stop. Stop brooding Kiyohara, damn it. Stop it. I'm lagging behind. I have to catch up. Was skipped. So now we're going into chapter 14. So what did I think of chapter 13? Like, content-wise, everything was basically there for chapter 13. I'm not, and even the flashback, I'm very happy with what they did content-wise. The animation, I don't know what the hell is going on with the animation this week. It's frustrating the hell out of me. I can't take it. Like, little details are just frustrating the hell out of me this week. But other than that, some animation problems, I will say for sure 13 is definitely better than what we got with chapter 12. I will say that 13 was definitely better than 12. But I don't know what the hell is going on with Kiyohara. Like, what the hell are you guys doing what are you guys doing to Kiyohara's face? Like, I don't understand why you want to make him a brooding asshole. Yes, he is a brooding asshole. But if you look at the manga, his facial expressions are not brooding. It's not brooding asshole Kiyohara. He shouldn't be brooding asshole Kiyohara this week. So I just don't understand why the anime is making him into a brooding asshole. I don't understand. It's driving me freaking nuts. Dialogue-wise, we're actually pretty decent. We're definitely pretty good. It's just little things like, as I said, like Tadara when we were doing the huddle, like all of them not crouching down. It's just stuff like that. It's just driving me goddamn nuts. I can't stand it. Okay. The facial expression, you made Haido look extremely depressed. Anime, I don't understand why you did that when he was tapping his foot. It didn't make sense, especially after when GAJU said that Haido is actually in a good mood. Like you gave him like a full-on frown. Like he has like a small frown at best, not like a full-on frown. And then he's just looking, and he looks at them and glances at them like with like a small line for his smile, with his mouth. And he's thinking, I want to dance. And I don't, let me just make sure this is, there. It was supposed to be feels weird, not creepy. Like, why would you use it? First of all, why would you use the word creepy? Like, that did not make sense. Let's see. Here we go. So, you do the positioning right here where, Sengoku was crouching and Tadara and Mako was kneeling, but where was this earlier? Like, I just don't understand this. Anime, just why? Like, this episode is so annoying. God, I don't understand. Please don't stop me. It was skipped. I love that Sengoku is just giving Tadara free reign to just do the variation. The rest of this episode was really good. I'm really hyped to see the rest of Sengoku's special variation. It's going to be so good. Next week is going to be the final showdown between Tadara and GAJU. And I hope it's done a lot better than this episode was. This episode was terrible. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. This episode, like, animation-wise, was just bad. It was, compared to some anime, not as bad. I'm not going to say it's as bad as Shikoku no Altar. Shikoku no Altar this week was fucking awful. This was not as bad as Shikoku no Altar. But I would say this was probably the worst episode of Ballroom Youkoso of the season. This was definitely the worst episode when it came to animation-wise. Adaptation-wise, it was okay. Like, for the most part, everything was there. We did have a lot of content. We had content skipped, chunks of content skipped, but for the most part, everything was here, including the flashbacks, which I really, really enjoyed. But I want your thoughts about this episode. Like, were you, I want to know, especially from the manga readers in particular, like, were you guys annoyed by, like, some of the animation changes? Like, with, for example, Tadara not sitting down and being all sweaty. And not holding the towel in his hand. They're not having the pep talk where they're all crouching down, and Sengoku's not crouching, and Tadara and Mako on their knees, like stuff like that. And what did you think about the facial expressions, especially for Haido? Like, that was just, ugh. Oh my god, I don't know what was going on with Haido's face this week. It was just terrible. ugh. The dancing was good as always. Like the dancing animation wise is always good. It's just like just little things in the animation this week was just terrible. But other than that, this episode was really good. But I'm very disappointed that we didn't get pages 13 through 20, or not 13, 14 through 20 of chapter 12, because there was some actually good content in there in regards to like Tadara's strategy for how he's gonna deal, because he was trying to figure out like how the fuck am I gonna get through the rest of this competition, because he was dying, like he's dying, he's sweating balls and he's just dying, and like I just didn't understand why we couldn't have at least had that. Like it drove me nuts. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And if you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, my Patreon, or purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!